No, I don't record when it's Tara's thing because she's got her own video. And those of you watching later on YouTube, we just spent the last 6 minutes listening to Tara Bach's 9 magic breaths. So, and it's a really good meditation for just generally relaxing. Oh, and that clock is very fast, so it's at 5 minutes fast. So don't worry, we've not, you know. It's never right, is it? Well, it is sometimes. So just feel your feet. So what we'll do is we'll make sure we're nicely tuned into our bodies. Oh, the other thing I need to do is get rid of the waiting room.
Yeah, it's fine. I just haven't got them. Okay.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Just let's do it early. Right.
So it's definitely. So Sunday I was mostly resting, which seemed to do the trick. So I'm just sort of, it's on its way out today. So just gently breathe in, breathe out. So you want your head floating. You want your sitting bones sitting down. Relax the shoulders, relax the arms. Okay, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. So you come up, you just breathe in, float up the arms. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Yeah, it was a bit of an inconvenience having to miss a whole week of work, but I sort of treated it as a busman's holiday, really. So, yeah, as well as daily mobilising, I'm now doing daily stretching, having trained with Master Wang Hei Jun. His wife was there, and she's very flexible. And as part of the class, we did loads and loads and loads of stretching, and it was really good. And I thought, oh, so I'm just passing that bit of info on. Just do stretch every single day. All of you need to be stretching something because that helps. It really does help. So do try it out. So we're breathing in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. Oh. Okay, just rock forward and back. I'll show you that from the side view. So I'm going to where my toes and the ball of the foot meet, this bit of the foot, and then I'm going to the middle of the heel. This is now my foot. So from there to that bit, and I'm just going back and forth from that. So this becomes a video that gets put on our YouTube channel. We've got thousands. I think we've got over 2,000 videos now because we've been all the classes. We started just before lockdown, and then me and Mike, the head honcho, that's Mike there. when we put our classes on Zoom, we record them and then we put them up. And then it means people can join in at home, so it's quite good. So I'll be back here again tomorrow because it's the Tai Chi, the sitting down Tai Chi class that we do. Yeah. And then after that, I've got to drive to Ely to teach Tai Chi to a group of parents that are waiting for their children to get diagnosed with things like sort of dyslexia and autism and things like that. So
I can tell you, I'm going to the dentist.
Oh.
Are you more jealous?
yeah. Oh well.
No, it's yeah. Check.
Well, I do the those brushes, and I also got one of those water things. Although I've got to get a new one because I dropped it. But they're really good. But the problem is, the first time I used it, I couldn't work it, and I sprayed water everywhere. It was really embarrassing. So, but it is worth it. No, things that are really important, things like teeth and
Yeah.
things like your feet. You need to look after your feet. So this is what we're doing at the moment by rocking forwards and back. And what you want to do is you want to notice that sensation of contact along the foot as you move between those 2 points. And then while you're doing that, just adjust your posture so it is just so. And one thing I was noticing with the folkies, how unhealthy a lot of them were. They were all drinking, they were smoking, they're supposed to be singing, and I'm like, what are you doing? I didn't say anything because I thought, well, I won't want to listen. But there were some healthy ones. There these two women that do this thing called the hench wench. They're hench wenches, and they do high impact exercise, so faster than Mr. Motivator,
Oh dear.
to a Cayley band.
Okay.
A Cayley exercise. Brilliant idea. So I'm doing something in Newmarket in October, and we're doing like health and well-being and music festival in the White Hart pub, the hotel, and I'm going to invite the hench wenches to do a fitness. I just thought, what a genius idea. They were very muscly, both of them. They were both quite tall. I think they were in their 30s or early 40s, and they all were like very, you know, and they're both fiddle players as well. So I was very impressed, very impressed. Okay, now allow your weight to settle just behind the ball of each foot. And then you can take a slightly wider stance if you need to. We're just transferring our weight. So it's like 70-30, 70-30. We'll relax all around here. We're keeping this. So that sound you can hear, that's Nick, my friend Nick. He makes his own harps, and these are very small harps that are called wind harps that you just let. You just put them on a nice hill and it just blows through, and then he puts the microphones on. And that's the blackbirds that he's recorded. There's also some bird song that I recorded. So we did this music for Tai Chi. And the other two hours of music I did with Nick, we've not quite worked out all the levels yet. We've got to turn a dawn chorus down and put some skylarks up because they got the balance wrong. So because I was going, that doesn't sound right, and then Nick went, oh, that's because you either hear the skylarks in the distance from the woods where the dawn chorus is, or you hear the skylarks a bit louder and the dawn chorus a bit quieter in the background. I went, oh, okay, you turn them both up really loud. So I was like, that doesn't sound right. Why doesn't it sound right? And Nick's the guy that's writing the book about herons. So I'm hoping to see him on Sunday, actually. Yeah, so I'm be cat sitting in that really lovely house from Friday. Awful, yeah, really awful. So my mum phoned and went, might I be able to come and stay? I said, you might. So he's coming to stay for a few days. There we go. So we're getting it. What you want to do is when you're doing this, you want to get it through the same spot every time. Marvellous. Right, now what we're going to do is we're going to go round and round in the circle. So you might want to put your feet, check your feet that they're sort of parallel. They can be out slightly, if that helps, or they can be completely parallel. But yeah, I spent 2 hours with this very high level Tai Chi master, and he really was magnificent. And my friend trains with him every week because that's his teacher, and I'm like, wow, you know, this is someone I would.
Proper uniform.
He had a pair of kung fu trousers on, but no, he just in a normal t-shirt like everyone else. And he was very, very good. But I was noticing with all the meditation I've been learning, because I went on that retreat, it was like meditation and Tai Chi retreat in Devon earlier this year. And I also do it every morning now as well. And that's it. And we're noticing the breath. So what you're doing is you're following the breath as it comes in and following the breath as it comes out, like what Tara was talking about. Okay, now go in the other direction. But when the train because the train stopped working, and then it blocked all the trains coming that way, which meant that the ones wanting to come that way, at some point it was blocked in both directions. And we were there for 4 hours, and I was like, I felt really calm. I'm like, because there were Mr. Angry next to me was getting all that. Oh, and I was like, And then there was this young lad who then got his guitar out and started playing it. I went, oh, good. So I got my fiddle out, and then we played. He's a singer-songwriter, and he was just about to go to one of the prestigious music colleges, and he was hoping that he was going to get in. And I was very, very impressed by it.
I'm very disappointed you didn't have the hat out though.
I know, but you know, it was like, but that helped cheer everybody up, and then everyone was a bit less agitated. And then
Something you could do.
Well, no, you might as well. No,
I mean, I was sent somewhere that the train didn't even come to Newmarket. The 3 people told me you've got to go
there
there.
we go.
And
That's good.
Oh,
Okay,
it's all right,
now,
because
hands
they
on
said
the
it
hip.
came from
You
here.
can move the like this, like that. I'll just show you from the side. So it goes to the back, goes to the side, goes to the front, it goes to the side, and the shoulders are going the opposite direction. So as these go back, these go forward. As these go that way, these go that way. This goes forward, this goes back. And then eventually it becomes a more curved thing, rather square thing. And just breathing, just letting your. But I think that whole week of like doing the extra Tai Chi, because it was my Tai Chi brother, I went to stay with my older Tai Chi brother. And we were just practicing in the garden, getting all nice and relaxed. And then listening to absolutely brilliant music, really good. And I've made a new friend from Memphis who sings blues, a very nice young gentleman who's amazing. Yeah. And we're trying to work out a way of jamming, but it's going to be tricky. But I said, I think we should jam because he doesn't really know any cellists. So I said, oh, yeah. Yeah, it was very, very useful. I learned some very useful things. But Master Wang was basically saying relax a lot. He was just saying, just relax. And also he was very big on postural alignment. Really hot on it. And I thought, okay, I ought to be. So getting this alignment all through the body, yeah. And then try going the other direction. But it's always worth, when a master is working on a particular thing, it's always worth paying attention. So that's on my mind, must check posture more often. But I was given special permission to train with him because normally he only lets the people that are with him every week train with him. And I was only there for the week. But because I was, it was my Tai Chi brother, he said that's all right. But it was amazing. But I've just found out he actually does workshops in London, so I'm just going to have to go. So I'll be spending a lot of money on Tai Chi this year. So Master Hao's coming over, and then also Grandmaster Chen Xiao Wang's coming over as
You've got to
well.
start saving then.
Yeah. Oh, that's nice. Okay, so if we just rub the knees. So do one knee, do the other. And then have one foot forward, and then we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Above and below. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Tap in. And then the other side. So up first, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then rub in. That's brilliant. And then just have a little kick. So that's a good one for knees. If you're having issues with the knees, just give them a really good massage, and then that just helps. So what we'll do now, we'll just do a little squat. So you can do a baby squat, and then the arms are like big like gorilla arms, and then you come upright. But if you feel ambitious, you can go down into a lower squat, but only go down if you can get back up again without us having to call an ambulance for you or a crane. So baby squats are just as good as big squats because it's still going to murder your legs. But my friend Jeff in Devon swears by them. He really is. That's it. So we just like this. Up. So I'm doing a biggish one, but you don't have to. You could just do baby squats, just as good. That's still, can you feel it working your legs? Marvellous. Okay, once more with feeling. Right, that's enough of that. Oh. Squatting's very good. Squatting's really good.
Anything that hurts is good.
Well, it doesn't need to hurt. If you do your knees first and give your legs a bit of a massage, and then what you do is you start with a baby squat, get that stronger, and then when it feels like that's not quite enough, then you go a bit lower. You can kind of go all the way down.
Yeah,
But that's where you need your hip mobility. So when we do those exercises, the hip mobility exercises, and so if you do want to get down into a squat, your hip mobilities, that kind of thing. And then also when you're in bed, I'll show you what to do. When you're in bed, you do that. That's a really good hip mobilizer. Or when you're lying in bed, you just go like that. And then look, you can stay in bed longer. And then if anyone moans at you, go, oh, I'm mobilising my hips. And you're doing that. It's really good. And then these things. So these things, you can just do them in bed. And it's no problem at all. So And that's how you get up off the floor without using your hand. So that's because I'm doing all this strengthening stuff. And things like, I mean, he was really good at, he was very, very, probably maybe slightly younger than me or possibly a bit older. It was hard to tell, but he was in very, very, very good nick. Really good nick. So at some point we will go through ways of standing up from the floor, but not yet, because we've got this week and then next week, and then it's Easter, so there won't be any class on Easter Monday because it's a bank holiday. And I quite like to take those. I'll probably go bird watching or something on Easter Monday. I'll have to see that. Well, what I might do is I'll go and get my Nick gave me one of his spare dish that you put the microphone in, and then I was going to go record some birds somewhere. So for my next yeah, because we've done 3 hours of that music, and that CD we've been offered a gig at a festival now because of that we've just made. And that's not even the final product yet, so it's quite good. So I'm very happy about that. So let's go, just bounce. Oh, and we'll just turn, just do some loosening. So we're just taking it easy today. Yeah, Christine couldn't come on the Zoom today because she's off singing with her choir. She's got a big rehearsal. They've got a big gig coming up. So oh yeah.
Where is it?
It's I don't think they use actual music, but they sing like pop.
Oh, right.
Pop. They sing popular songs, like songs that everyone wants to listen to. You know, it's really good.
And what about Amy? Is she all right?
Yeah, she should be coming, but she's usually late or actually I'll better check if she is. I did send the thing. Sometimes she texts me. No, she hasn't. Has she WhatsApp me?
Can you double that?
She's probably, what she does is she goes shopping and then it takes longer than she planned. And then she may turn up or she may not, but it doesn't matter because she'll still watch it. So I'm not back off. So we're nice and tall and want to relax. So round here, this muscle here, you want to relax all there. So as you're breathing in and breathing out. He was very, very, very good. I mean, I was seriously impressed. But apparently he's kind of almost like adopted by the Chen family because he actually lived in Chen Village when he was a boy. His dad sent him to Chen Village in China. And it's a bit like learning a trade, like when, in the old days when the dad or the mum would send their child off to apprentice somewhere. So that's what he did. He became like a Tai Chi master apprentice and trained with the top Chen people and was they kind of adopt them. It's like you become their family in a way. And that's why he's so amazingly good. And he's just sort of mostly there blowing away in Manchester. And you just think, wow, but he does get invited all over the world to teach. So he was teaching seminars in America and other things. So he was incredible. I was like, wow.
The counselling still going well?
Yeah, it's doing all right. I've got to take it for its service because they're so busy they didn't have time to do the MOT and the service. So hopefully it will be good enough to take me at the May Day bank holiday. I'm helping co-organise a Tai Chi training weekend. So it's all kind of high level students and teachers that all train together for a whole weekend. And it's quite good fun. So it's like no teachers, no students. We're all helping each other out. It's very, very good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it a lot. But hopefully my car will be all right to take me to Wales and back. So now what we're doing is we're transferring, and then you raise the heel. So watch out for your neighbours when you do this one, because it's a bit more, you need a bit more room on this one. So no whacking each other. That's it. So the loosening, Master Fred Howell, who's coming over from Taiwan in August, I'm hoping to get to see. He really swears by the loosening. Deep breathing, very good. Okay, and then this one. Again, you can raise the heel, raise the heel, raise the heel. You just swing it. It's like a pendulum swing. And then if you go from, this is the upright stance, if you go from that one to monkey, go to monkey stance. And then that's a little gentle workout for the lower back. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Very nice. Come back upright. Just do the bouncing, and then what you do, rub your hands together while you're bouncing, and then rub the lower back. Oh, well, that's. Did we do cloud hands the other week?
We did, didn't
We
we?
like it was quite a complicated. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, because we're doing the movements of the 4 as separate things, and then what we'll do is after the Easter break, we'll put it all together and make this beautiful harmonious thing. Yeah, it's fine. You can do it all sitting down. So we'll do this one. Just let the arms. We won't do all the loosening. We're just looking at some. So like this. And it drops, and we're just getting the arms very relaxed and getting the bounce. It was good because as Nick wasn't so bothered about playing music, and then because I said, "Oh, I want to do this thing with your wind harp and bird recordings. Can you help me out?" And then he came to the studio with me and Marion, who's in Causeway, who plays here a lot, and he had so much fun that he's got back into playing music. So I was very happy about that. So we're just breathing. That's it. Oh. Okay. But this time, what you do is you stretch up like this. So there's a stretch, and then you release. Oh, nice. And once more with feeling. There we go. Nice. Okay, next, you relax, really let go in these muscles around here. Lengthen through the fingers and then turn the waist and just allow the arms to go backwards and forwards. I'll show you that from the diagonal view. Looks like this. It's what it looks like from the side. Just from the back. And we're just using the feet. So actually the pulse starts from the foot. and keep breathing. You get nice and tall. So you're using your feet. It's a bit like when you're punching, you use the feet. You use the feet to punch. His punching was excellent. Oh my goodness me, he was very good. Very, very good. And his wife, terrifying lady. But she's a gold medalist, like champion in wushu competitions. She's like I was seriously impressed. So luckily I wasn't too dreadful when I was there. So, I mean, I wasn't like the top person there by a long
Didn't
shot,
understand.
but I didn't let you down. No, I was probably about maybe getting towards the middle, which I thought that was pretty good, considering he's not my main teacher or anything. I just met him. But it looked like I knew what I was doing. I'm just very good at copying. So,
That's good.
oh yeah. Okay, and then wobbling. How are we doing? Is it too warm in here, or is it?
No,
Do you want me to put the fans on, or do you want the window open?
No.
No, okay, just let me know if it gets too.
No. No, just right.
Okay. Turn your left foot out, and then place your right foot forward, so you've got your tramlines. So you're along the tramline, so the front foot points along the tramline, and the back foot is actually towards the corner. And then we're just going to go into the front foot, into the middle of the front foot, so that balance point just behind the ball of each foot. And then you sink into the back foot, the balance point in the back foot. And we're just moving between the two balance points. So think of the weight going down through the front balance point and down through the back balance point. So have you done some Tai Chi in the past? Okay.
Yoga and stuff.
You've done yoga?
Yeah.
Pilates or anything like that? Oh, good job, yeah. It's similar. They don't talk so much about the core though in Tai Chi.
Oh.
They just sort of, you just let everything relax, but there are some exercises that you do engage the core in, but mostly not. You just kind of let everything relax. Ah, here's Amy. Just pop that, pin me. What did she say?
No OAPs.
OAPs, yeah, I mean, a lot of it is used for OAPs, but actually traditionally, the youngsters do it, but they do a much more vigorous version. So they'll do very low stances, they'll do lots of fast movements. Yeah. Amy's here. Good job. She can catch up with the rest later. Okay, and then 10 minutes later, you change feet. So when you're practicing this at home, try and do at least 2 minutes, if not 5. When I had a private lesson with one of my main teachers, we basically did this exercise, like maybe 20 minutes per leg. And then we did one with a turn. And then that was most of my hour and a quarter, and then a tiny bit of Tai Chi. But it's really worth it just to get your alignment. Okay, so pretend you've done your 10 minutes, then sink back, turn away from the front leg, sink forward, turn towards the front leg. Goes 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So this one, when I was with Eva, we did this for another 20 minutes per leg.
That's a long time.
It was a very long time, and I was much, much, much younger then, and I had much less patience. And I found it almost excruciating, but when we stopped and then I felt my legs working really well for weeks afterwards, I was like, oh, that's why she made me do this. Oh, cool. Because my knee kept going out of line, and ever since then, my knee's nicely in line, so I'm very happy about that. So you line your knee up with the toes. Okay, 10 minutes, then we change. Yeah, we're time traveling today. But if you want to work towards the 10 minutes, get too comfortable, then you can start increasing it. There's no point. Um, it's best to ease yourself into the correct movements. Marvelous. Okay. Right. Oh gosh. Right. I know. Let's just do some shoulders. One. Oh, boobs. Yeah. It's hard work,
Yeah, I'm this morning, this is.
and we really went for it this morning. Okay, same shoulder, opposite direction. And you can do these sitting down as well as standing up. It's all good. Other shoulder. And same shoulder, other direction. Okay, so you come up like this, you breathe in, and then you breathe out. Shake from the sides, so like this. And then try and get the hands behind, and then down. One more time. Then breathe out. Go one more time each side. Hands on the heart center. And then what we're doing is we're going to breathe in, and as we breathe out, we're turning and starting from the lower part of the spine, and then working all the way up, and then finally to the head and neck. So breathe in and breathe out and start turning. Keep the knees and hips facing forward. Breathe in, come back to the middle. Breathe out. In. Breathe out. Then. And right, nice. Right, I think. Yeah, have a little wiggle around. Okay. Let's do a bit of the kelp exercise. So from Jaya. So she has the stem of the kelp, and then we're just going to move around. And we've got the fronds of the kelp, and we're just moving around any old how you like. Just use your breathing, use the movements just to help release any areas of tension that might be in the body. Lovely. Okay. Let's just start with something. I'd like to look at wave hands like clouds again, but let's just lull ourselves into a full sense of security first. So nice round shape in the arms, palms up. Then we're breathing in, hips float up, arms follow. Breathe out, hips down, arms down. So that, what you can hear, that's the cello I took all the way to Liverpool and Manchester with me. On these wheels that I borrowed from my friends. It's great. Well, otherwise I'd have got really bad backache. Those things are heavy. We go down. So you want to release here, release in the lower back, lengthen through the spine. You've got this nice long spine. So this is like, imagine you've got a ball of each end of the movement. So you come around the ball and then you push down. The ball's in the water, so you're pushing the ball and you follow the ball up. Then release and then come up. Flying wild goose. So I saw some really nice geese today. I popped over at Kingfisher's Bridge.
Oh, really?
Oh, it was lovely. Really nice. We were staring at each other. Really release and relax the arms. So the arms just floating. That's wonderful. And then nice round shape. Heart in the clouds. Okay, so take a slightly wider stance. And we're just going to practice that, shifting the weight, actually, while we're shifting the weight, on the T. And just allow the weight to shift. Yeah, I need to get some more limes. I've been having lime and ginger tea. Quite nice, but fresh, with a fresh lime and fresh ginger. Really yummy. A bit of turmeric as well. It's really good stuff. Oh, that's good. So we're just doing this. And then go into one leg. Now turn towards that leg. And then transfer, turn towards the leg. So the movement starts from the feet and goes through the waist. And the arms are like the final thing. So while I'm sipping my tea, we'll do some silk reading. So like this, you transfer the weight, you turn, palm forward. Transfer the weight, palm up. Turn, palm down. Transfer the weight, palm out. Turn, palm forward. 2, transfer the weight, palm up. 3, palm down. 4, palm out. And we're just breathing. So just pay attention to what you're observing. So look, start here. Now my arm is coming out from the middle. Look, there's the middle. It's going outwards. Then it goes down. It comes into the middle. And then it comes up. And just breathe naturally. So one thing Grandmaster Chen Shao Wang talks a lot about is natural breathing. So he doesn't do any specific breathing patterns. He just, people ask him, say, oh, how do I breathe? And he says, naturally. And you think, okay. So, but I have done with other Tai Chi teachers, they have a set breathing pattern. We start here like this. So we've got weight there, then we turn the waist and the palm is forward, and we transfer the weight, the palm is up. Yeah, sorry it took so long to get going, but it's I'll just show you from here, like this. In at the bottom, out at the top. In at the bottom, out at the top. Very good. Yeah, his silk reading was amazing too. He really was fabulous. And then what you do is while you're just nice and relaxed, then you can sneak the other hand in. Ooh, that's hard work. Don't worry. I'm not giving out gold medals or anything. Don't worry. This isn't a competition. And it's a bit like those of you that speak other languages, or those of you that are learning other languages. I'm learning a few now because my friend, I've got a heavy metal playing friend in Wales, and she said, because half of your genes are set up for a different language because of my dad, then
Oh, it should be easier for you.
and also because I play lots of music, I should be able to learn lots of languages. And I went, oh, I don't think so. But actually, I think she's right. So I've been learning Danish and Norwegian at the moment. And then for a bit of light relief, I'm also, when I get bored of those two, I'm doing, well, I already could speak a bit of Spanish anyway, so that's kind of cheating. And I did French and German at school, so that's quite a lot already. But it's a bit like if you're learning another language, everything's kind of different, and you expect it to work in certain ways, and it doesn't.
Right.
And it's the same when we're learning a different movement language. This is basically Chinese. This is Chinese culture. And that's why it's quite tricky. It's probably easier, things like yoga, just because there was a lot more interaction between the two cultures. Not all of it pleasant, but a lot of people were learning, going over there and then learning, going, oh, I've been learning this thing called yoga. It's really good. So there's a lot, you can kind of, so what we're doing is we're just reducing our level of accent. And like some of the sounds I've been learning, just don't happen in the English language. And that's only just over the water, we don't them. And we don't actually make those sounds. So I've had to learn. It's like you're getting new voice muscles, and it's the same. If you're doing like if you're doing this movement from Tai Chi, if this isn't in your natural cultural repertoire, well, hell surprise, it's going to be hard to learn. So that's okay. But it's like a cultural exchange, and it's really good. There's they've got all sorts of really exciting stories and mythology and stuff that I'd never heard of, and then started doing this art, and then found out like there's a move called White Ape Offers Fruit, and there's this whole story about this white ape that tries to nick some peaches to save his mum's life. And then and it's brilliant, and there's loads and loads of stories, and then they refer to all these things, and if you look into it, it's actually quite big, really, really cool. So with the you can join in this bit, Amy. So the bit from Wave Hands Like Clouds, so you go into single width first. So I don't think we've looked at this one yet, but I'm just showing you in context what happens. And then it also has stepping, but I didn't really want to throw too much at you. And you step out 3 times, but we better stop soon because, we should have stopped like now. Sorry about that. And that's what happens when you meet a Tai Chi master and get your mind blown by him. There we go. So that's the bit of the form that we're working on. You look great. Yeah. Very good. Well, so all that stuff you've done before, it's like transferable skills. So you can basically sort of bluff in any Tai Chi class. And it was like that when I went to see Master Wang Haijun. Because I'd done his way of moving was quite different. It was different style. So he was using like a different accent. But I managed to kind of, you can bluff it. So okay, let's stop. Keep breathing, very good. Oh. So we're not in a hurry to do it because we want to do it right. And it's much better to take longer doing a lot less. Because it takes the stress out and we're not in a tearing hurry, and actively practicing unhurriedness in our mindset, because it's quite unusual at the moment. Everyone wants to do everything. And when I did the retreat, we were practicing patience as a thing. So we'd be there in the queue. And I have to admit, when I was there, I was like, I want to eat. And then it was, but once I've gotten over myself, it's actually really, really handy. Because then when you're stuck if you're stuck on the A14, as sometimes you do, you can just sit there and go, oh, what a lovely day. It's brilliant. It's like, it's just taken so much easier now. I'm not having to worry about it. So, embrace the tiger, return to the mountain. Okay, let's look really young now. So this was I learned from Master Chung, and he says it helps you to look younger. Right, polish your face, but think of all the wrinkles and things and the lines all falling off. This lovely youthful complexion. And then underneath, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's a bit like a cat washing its face. And then you rub your hands together. And then give your lower back a rub. Oh, that's wonderful. Really, really, really good. Oh, that's much better, isn't it? Oh, that's good. And then, there we go. Breathe in. Breathe out. So embrace the tiger. Return to the mountain. It's basically a very poetic way of saying calm down, I think. Embrace the tiger. So that's your life, vibrant life force. Return to the mountain. So that's your place of peace and tranquility and resilience and stability, that kind of thing. Yeah, let me know what you think about the music as well. We finished on a positive.
That's good.
Is it work? It worked, didn't it? Okay, once more with feeling. Make a fist with the right hand, left hand over the top, feet together, and bow. Well done, everyone. Give yourself a pat on the back. Brilliant. Well done, everyone. Yeah, let your friends know, or make some and let them know about this brilliant class. Awesome. And hopefully see you in actual person, because then she'll be able to drive because it won't be dark anymore. That'd be, wouldn't it, Amy?
Yeah, totally.
Awesome. Right, oh, go say hello to Beryl. I'll just recording.